Well, good morning, everybody. It's the 9th of April, day before Good Friday. We've been homeschooling now, and I appreciate a lot of you, watching the videos, chiming in, letting me know that you're watching things. There's actually going to be a quiz following this. Later today, there will be a quiz, so I want you to really pay attention. This is just a review of cells. Earlier in the week, we went over cell function, central dogma to make um, proteins. Your genetic code is stored in the nucleus as DNA. DNA is transcribed into RNA. The RNA leaves the nucleus, gets into the cytoplasm, picked up by the ER, which is right outside the nucleus. The ER cleans up your RNA. Then it gets picked up by a ribosome, which then translates that RNA into a protein by reading the bases three at a time, which is a codon. And the codon sequence then determines what amino acid comes in. You've all looked at that chart at one point in time. We talked about a virus and how a virus works. The virus has that single layer membrane that's fatty based. Looks like the phospholipid bilayer that we have, but it's just a single layer. And it gets into your cell. It's real small, passes right through, and then releases its genetic material into the cytoplasm. The parts of your cell, like the endoplasmic reticulum, sees that piece of genetic code, doesn't know that it's a virus, didn't get the memo. And so it just cleans it up just like it would any other piece of genetic code. And then the ribosome is going to read it, translate it, and build a protein with amino acids. Just it doesn't know that it's a viral deal. And then the Golgi is going to process it. That's why they call it the post office, just like it would any other piece of code. And eventually your body's going to kill that virus. Your immune function is going to kill it. Apoptosis kills these affected cells that are not doing their job. If you are a healthy person, then you might not even know you've been infected. Your body might kill it so fast. If you are an unhealthy person, and what I mean by that, I shouldn't say unhealthy. If you already have some sort of health challenge, like say for example high blood pressure, or a heart condition, or diabetes, or excuse me, or some other health challenge like being pregnant, then your body is already working overtime. And so the virus can linger a little longer. And that's where you might get sick. And that's where if you have a really bad cold, then you might have bronchitis. And so they might be giving you antibiotics because the illness, the virus in your lungs, it's disrupted so much that it's allowed these bacterial infections to occur. So the antibiotics doesn't help on the virus. Your body's fighting the virus. But the antibiotics kill the bacteria that come in and take advantage of the fact that your system's being challenged. But anyway, I took some clear Jello and I made cell models in Tupperware. Now I got the orange in the middle here. This is going to be you're going to have a quiz on this. This is your animal cell. The orange is the nucleus. I like that. I should have used something smaller, but I like the orange because the orange has its own membrane. I left the peel on. And a nucleus has a membrane. For mitochondria, I put peanuts in there. See the peanut? And I think the nickname of the mitochondria is the powerhouse because that's where cellular respiration takes place. And the peanut's good because the peanut has a lot of protein and fats, and you get a lot of energy from nuts. Then you have, it's hard to see right there by the orange, there's a glare. There's some stuff, right there and there. That's supposed to be the endoplasmic reticulum. And I used the same material out here, there, and there for the Golgi. Remember when we look at a picture of a cell, they always kind of look the same. It's little flat stacks of membrane. For this, I actually took a wasp nest, if you can believe that. Took a wasp nest and sliced it. And then those little dots in there, those are the ribosomes. They're actually blueberries. But the ribosomes are just in the cytoplasm, and they'll latch onto a piece of genetic material that they bump into and transcribe it, or excuse me, translate it into a protein. Now, this is going to be your animal cell. I got a little more creative here. Still have the same orange as your nucleus. Still have the same wasp nest right there as your endoplasmic reticulum. Peanuts as your mitochondria. Blueberries as your ribosomes. Wasp nest out here as your Golgi. And then I was trying to think for chloroplast. Chloroplast is what contains the chlorophyll and allows plant cells to do photosynthesis. And it's supposed to be green. Well, I peeled a lime, and that's green, but it's really pale green, and it's hard to tell through the jello. What I should have done was just slice the limes so you would see the actual lime peel. Because if we look over here in my little compost bowl from last night, I should have just left the peel on, because that would have been nice and bright green. But these lime pieces, once I peeled it, they're pretty pale. So that would have been better. But you would just have to take my word for it. And that's what separates, or what differentiates a plant cell from an animal cell. You have this thicker cell wall to help give structure. You have chloroplasts, which are going to be green, containing chlorophyll, so the plant can do photosynthesis. And then, anybody remember what this is? I took a Ziploc bag full of water, and you couldn't tell that it was anything. So I took another Ziploc bag and I put some dish soap in it so it would turn blue, so it would actually have some color. But this is the large central vacuole, or supposed to be, to represent the large central vacuole. The large central vacuole is how a plant stores water. And that also helps give the plant cell its shape. If you've ever had a plant that gets dry and starts to wilt, it's because each of those cells is losing its water storage. And then, so it'll just kind of wilt down, and then you water it and it perks right back up. And that's what you've done, is when it wilts, you're emptying that large central vacuole. And so the cell kind of collapses, and each cell collapses just a little bit, makes that plant wilt. You water it. If the plant's still healthy enough, each of those cells will pull in the water into the large central vacuole, and it returns to its shape. Anyway, that's the summary on a plant cell and an animal cell. And there will be a quiz before the end of the day. And I'm going to try to video chat after lunch. What's it called? Meet or something through Google. Anyway, I'm still working on it, but we'll try today. All right, y'all have a great day. Bye.